Happy Monday, day 1622. We're finally caught up on vlogs. It's about 1 o'clock. Been productive so far. I got over to the dentist, just a cleaning checkup this morning at 11. Took about 45 minutes. Came home, I just had my brunch, and looking at the weather, it's supposed to rain a little bit at 4 and then maybe again at 6. Power washer guy says he's going to come at 3, weather depending, and since if he tries to do everything at once, we run out of water. We have our own well, so that'll never run dry, but the tank it pumps it into in the house runs dry, and it's not as fast to replenish that as it would be having 1 or 2 hoses on full time. So it's going to be done in 2 days, and hopefully today will be day 1. So before that happens, I'm thinking I'm going to go and mow next door. I don't know how it's grown so fast, but I guess it's freaking spring. That's what happens, but it's all gone to seed over there, so I'm gonna cut that, and that means I'll pretty much be cut up for at least 5-6 days, since I did this one and that one yesterday. That was done a couple days ago, and we'll knock that out here in the next 90 minutes or so. That's the difference of 2 years. Look at that green sludge. It's like night and day. Hey, it's Hall & Oates. Who likes Hall & Oates? Yeah, inside joke with Alex and Roz. Anyways, baseball. Yeah, so I've been working all day. I've got a ton of stuff done in the sunroom, all the glass cleaned, inside, all the vacuuming done, cleaned all the furniture, moved all the furniture, cleaned the walls, cleaned everything on the walls. And I'm actually, ironically, kind of where I started the day. My dentist office is right down there, and now I'm back on the way to the Apple store, because that right there is a piece of shit. The iPhone 6 has been the worst iPhone I've ever had. So I'm on my way to get another one. Hopefully, it does not hold calls. If I'm in a call, it'll work. Then it doesn't work. It's all garbled, or it drops, or they can't hear me, or I can't hear them, or I slide to answer, and then it just denies the call. It's worthless. So I'm gonna take it in, hopefully they run diagnostics, see that it's dicked, and give me a new one. Always park in a good spot, regardless of the distance, regardless of the proximity to where you're going. So I parked back there, I'm walking all the way over there. Beautiful 991, it's like a GT3 or something. It's got a wing on it. Pulled in behind me over there. Well, I decided to take the fun route home through this Riverview Road through Peninsula. There's no traffic out here. The roads are smooth as can be. It's still 75 degrees, so I guess I have another year to go. Beautiful. And we come up on the junction over here where we switch sides of the railroad tracks. We're on the east side right now. We'll be going to the west. Rolls Royce. Okay, so I just exported a little screencast I did of the 540 for Matthew, which will be in today's vlog. It'll be the next clip. If you're not interested in hearing me talk for probably 5 minutes about a Perspective 540 for this guy that emailed me, then skip it. But if you are interested, we go through the pictures, we talk about the car a little bit, what's been done, what should be done, stuff like that. So it's 1:55. Razvan came over for a little bit. We watched some Lost. Nice to finally sit down and relax for a little bit. I'll show you what I worked on out here. Just this whole room, top to bottom, carpets, windows, really clean now. Yeah, really clean. It hadn't been detailed, hadn't been cleaned since winter. So now it's fully livable and pretty. And we're having a graduation party for my sister in here in a couple days, actually a week, next weekend or something like that. So that's great. All this decking was power washed back here. A bunch of crap's come out of the trees already on it. Patio was power washed. I think I filmed some of that. The guys are going to come back and do the house maybe tomorrow. Not sure. But the rest of the week, depending, I hope the power washing gets done soon, because I need to do the windows and the screens and the mulch, and then eventually the car here in a couple days. I drove it today down to the Apple store, came back through the valley. It was getting dark, so I hit a ton of bugs. Nice drive though. So anyways, I looked at the phone, carrier settings, voice over LTE is something on the 6 and 6 Plus from AT&T, and it's not working. So I reset all the phone settings, rebooted it, and turned off the voice over LTE. So I think that's going to fix the issue. There were no hardware problems, according to Apple anyway. So I don't know if that's going to work or not, but so far it seems to be maybe a little faster, and haven't had any calls yet, but I have hopefully high expectations that'll fix my issues with my phone. So that was today. Tomorrow we'll keep working on the house, keep working on the cars. I got to do an oil change in the 330 soon, and we'll go from there. So here's the clip on the 540, and I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Good night. All right, so cool. Welcome back to the vlog. We actually have kind of a different look right now. We're using the blue microphone, so I'm sure it sounds a lot better than the little Canon camera does. Anyways, this is the car that Matthew wanted me to take a look at, left a comment in the vlog, sent me a link. Here it is. We're going to talk here. I figured it would be better to actually screencast so you can see stuff in higher quality than me trying to film it with either of the cameras. So it's a 2005 M Sport. Really, there wasn't an M Sport until the M Tech in 2003, so it's a 540 Sport package. Those are the correct wheels for the car, style 66. One of the photos has the VIN sticker. It's a 99 build. It's a June 99, which I think may have been the 2000 model year, but it's a mid 99. So, I've read through all this and looked at all the pictures, and initially I'm seeing 192,000 miles, which is a lot of miles. So this isn't going to be a car that is, going to warrant the high-end, like, M-Tech 2003 price tag of, say, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12,000. Having said that, I'm super impressed with the cleanliness of this car. And let's take a look at some photos here, and we'll make this a little bigger. So, I mean, the front, it's got M5 grills in the hood. Those were put on after the car was built. It's got an M5 bumper. I don't know that it's an OEM bumper, but it's got the headlight washer holes still there, and it appears to fit pretty well. So somebody knew what they were doing, and it looks like they've spent time and money on it. Hood fits really well. Doesn't look like it's been in a front-end accident, as the Carfax would indicate. It has no accidents. I see xenon headlights. Again, the M5 bumper looks great. We keep scrolling. Side profile, I see a nice straight body, black trim. Wheels look clean, not pitted, not too curbed, at least from what I can tell from the photos. Also looking at that front bumper again, M5 lower grille. That's the correct lower grille. No tint. That's how it came from factory. It's orient blue metallic. Looks great. Look at the back. It's got facelift headlight or taillights, and what I can tell, they look to be OEM or a very high quality aftermarket. They're not that typical, the cheap ass 3 LED bars or the LED bar look with halogen lights. It looks like it's been done right. Same with the M5 rear bumper and the Dynon exhaust, which looks really sharp. No PDC. I'm sure it wasn't optioned with it. Keep scrolling. Car looks great. I do not see any notable body damage. In this picture, I can see the paint appears to be pretty swirled. It's a dark color. The thing's 15, 16 years old. That's to expect and can be remedied with, a wet sand or a buff or even a good coat of wax and a lot of elbow grease. Looks like it does need a hood badge. There's $30. Interior, nav on a 540, very rare. It's got the M steering wheel. That would have the M tricolored stitching too, being a 99 build. Mirror doesn't have the bubble. It's got the sports seats with the bolsters that come out. Driver's seat's a little worn with the miles. That's to be expected. It's a 6-speed, of course, being a sport. Odometer, or the cluster, no pixels are out, so that's been taken care of. The thermostat's nice and warm. I would put gauge rings on it. There's $14 and a half hour labor. Video on E39 source. All of these pixels are good too. Heated seats, so it's a cold weather package car. There's the wear on the driver's seat. Not horrible for the miles. It probably needs a good clean and condition, and if you were so inclined, a leather guy could make that look pretty nice. Back seat looks good. A little bit more used than some of the cars, but again, a cleaning would make that look a lot better, I'm sure. It doesn't have the home link. That could probably be added by just buying a panel. Trunk carpeting isn't perfect, but it looks pretty damn good, again, considering the miles. It's a Mark II computer, which is what would have come with the car. Can be simply updated to a Mark IV for $300 to $400. Actually, now looking at that, see that ballast under the rear wheel? Those are the Hella retrofit taillights, which is what my M5 has. So somebody really did know what they were doing and put money into that. There's 4 wheels. They look great. 4 tires. I see they're Continentals, I think, all the way around, and I see pretty good tread on them, so that's a pro. Engine, this blew me away. Look how clean that is. It's got the Dynon sticker on there. I see a Dynon mass airflow meter, and not the big standard OEM airbox, so it's got the Dynon cold intake. Super clean, little bit of valve cover paint chip, that's totally normal. But the cover and the radiator shroud, all that appears to have been done. There's the VIN and the build date again. And it looks like it comes with 3 master keys. It would have come with 2 factory, I believe, so maybe somebody put another key on it. So all of that looks great. We come back up here, do a little bit of reading. The Carfax is nice and clean, 3 owners, no accident history. Mileage is pretty accurate, worth $1870 above KBB, if that means anything to anybody. Non-smoker car, that's great. 3 master keys, floor mats, got a phone number on there. Looks really good. The only thing I would kind of thumb my nose about is the miles. And you know what? I have an M5 that only has 5,000, 4,000, 3,000 at this point, less miles than that. So, you know, if the car's been taken care of, mileage is irrelevant. I've seen 540s, I've seen BMWs, I've seen vehicles that have 40, 50,000 miles on them, and they are not 1/10 as nice as this car is. Now, pictures can hide a lot, but from what I see, it looks like an absolute go. You know, if they're asking 10 grand for it, the mileage, it's probably not worth that. For 10 grand, you can get an 03 M-Tech 540 with half those miles. But if they're in the range of 5, 6, that's probably a fantastic deal. Definitely go look at it, test drive it. Are there check engine lights on? You know, I think the cluster picture, the engine's running and there's 0 lights on. There's no ABS, there's no brake, there's no DSC, there's no check engine, there's no airbag. It looks really, really clean. That's probably the cleanest 540 I've ever seen with more than about 60,000 miles on it. So yeah, from my perspective, that's a go get it. If the price is right, absolutely go get it. So hope that helps. Thanks, Matthew.